Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll be doing a review on the Fortress Boxing Cheek Guard headgear. So stay tuned. Hey, what's up guys? Carlo here, and today I'm doing a review on the Fortress Boxing Cheek Guard headgear. I got mine in the black and turquoise colorway. They also have it in a black and kind of like an olive military green, as well as a black and a magenta, a white and an orange, and a white and one other color. I forgot what color it was, but you have basically like 5 colors to choose from, 3 different sizes, small, medium, or large, just depending on the circumference of your head. You can go onto the Fortress Boxing website to see their sizing chart to see which one's the correct fit for you. I got mine in medium. And the one thing about this headguard that I really love is the fact that it has all of the right features that I look for in a headgear, and it's really, really lightweight. Now, I know what you're thinking. It looks just like the winning FG-2900, and that's probably what they modeled it after. And you see a lot of companies that do that, where the 2900 is basically like the flagship, the benchmark for a lot of the open face cheek protector style headgear for a lot of good reasons, obviously. And some companies do it really well. Some companies do an average job, and some companies don't do a very, very good job. And this Fortress Boxing headgear, to me, after using this, is probably the closest thing to the 2900 that I've used thus far, which is a compliment to this headgear. It looks great. It protects my head really well, as far as avoiding any kind of bruising or cuts to my face. The actual proportions of the headgear are right on point. So I'll show you how this fits on my head, but I'll kind of go over it in detail. It's full genuine leather construction. It's made in Pakistan. It uses latex foam on the inside for the padding. You can see, I like the look of it. I really like the Fortress logo on the forehead. And really that's the only branding that you see on that. So I like the fact that they don't just have a bunch of logos plastered all over the headgear. The other big thing, and if you've been a subscriber to this channel and you've seen other headgear videos, I love lace-up crowns and I love lace-up rear closures. I'm not a big fan of Velcro because I feel that lace-up gives a better fit. But you can see that the quality on it, it's really nice. All leather, laces are great on top. And you have, I'd say, about 2 to 2.5 inches of latex foam padding on the forehead and the temple right there. You also have, just like the FG-2900, the raised cheek protectors, and basically you have this extra lip right here that kind of protrudes out to give yourself a little bit more cushion when you take a shot to the nose. You also have the ear donuts right here with the bar across. The donuts are about 1 inch in thickness of that turquoise color. And that's it on both sides. You have a tapered neck, that way you have good mobility as being able to rotate your head. And you also have about 1 inch of padding on the back of the head as well. So if you take any rabbit punches to the back of the head during sparring or whatnot, at least you have some cushion back there to protect yourself. One thing I would have liked to have seen is that they use more like a microfiber liner. I did find that this moved around a little bit when I was getting hit with this on, especially because I started sweating, and because of the sweat and the leather material they use here, it kind of slipped around a little bit. So that's one thing I would think would be an improvement if they do make a successor to this headgear, is maybe put a soft cloth liner on the inside. And I know there's a trade-off with that. A lot of time more sweat ends up kind of getting built up in there, but to me it's worth that trade-off, especially if it doesn't move around. And then you also have the quick clip chin strap, which is great. You don't have to worry about fussing with the buckle. You just clip it in there. You see it has this little leather tab that goes over the plastic so it doesn't do any damage right there. And you also have the adjustable clip. One nice thing too is for the little chin strap, they add a piece of neoprene over the nylon, so it gives you some comfort right there. So definitely love the features of the headgear. But the best thing about this headgear is it only weighs 10 ounces. I put it on the scale, and it weighs about the same as the FG-2900, and you can actually feel it. It feels really lightweight. And for it to be genuine leather, to use latex foam padding, and for it to be pretty much the same weight as the FG-2900 is a good thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide this on my head so you guys can see how it fits. Like all of my lace-up headgears, I always pre-fit it. So that way it's fitted to my head I lace up the crown. I also lace up the rear. That way, whenever I need to use it, only thing I have to do is connect this, and that's really it. And obviously I adjust the length of the chin strap. But the great thing about this is once you have it on, it's on there. You can see that the chin strap is right underneath the chin. It's not too far back where it doesn't choke you out. You know, you have that piece right there. My vision, or should I say my peripheral vision, is really good upward. So if I'm going down and I'm crouching, I'm trying to go underneath, weaving underneath the shot to allow a counter punch, I can actually see up. You can see the cheek protectors do a pretty good job making sure that you have the correct size so it doesn't end up pinching your nose. But I found that these cheek protectors did a really solid job of taking the brunt of the punches. Now, if you get a straight punch that comes right in, you definitely are still gonna get hit in the nose. That's with really any kind of cheek protector headgear, or even any kind of open face with cheek pads, you're gonna get hit in the nose regardless. The only way to avoid that is to get a face bar headgear. But it does a really good job. The only thing I would say is that you start to sweat and it kind of slides around on the inside and kind of moves a little bit. Not too bad, but you do get some movement there. So I'll turn around just to show you guys. Obviously the ergonomics, the actual shape of the headgear is the proper size. So my ears actually fit within the donuts, which is good. The back of the headgear is perfect. You get good rotation of the head. I love the lace-up closure on the back. The padding feels great. The ear donuts on the left side is perfect. One thing I love about this headgear is it's super comfortable. Aside from being lightweight, I love the padding that they use on here. It doesn't feel stiff, so you don't feel like you have any like pressure points on your temple, on the back of your neck, on your cheeks, really anywhere that you might feel any kind of like soreness or stiffness. I've used this several times and it still feels comfortable till today. So I think it looks great. You get solid vision for a cheek style headgear that has the raised cheek pads right here. Obviously, the lower vision from like uppercuts, or if you're using this, if you're doing kickboxing, you're kind of sacrificing a little bit of your downward vision because of these cheek guards. So just keep that in mind. And that's really with any cheek guard protector, but it does a really good job overall. And I have a pretty big nose, but I'll try to give you guys a side shot that way you guys can see how deep my nose is here. And it does a pretty good job of sticking out there. So if you have a big nose like me, it does a pretty solid job of protecting your nose. Again, just keep in mind, no matter what you do, you'll still feel the punch. So that's kind of a common question I get a lot of, hey, will these cheek guard headgears protect my nose completely? Like, no, it won't. You'll have to get a face bar if you do have some nose issues. So overall, fit is fantastic. Now, coming down to the actual cost of the headgear, this is going for 99 British pounds, which if you convert it over to US dollars is about $140. I think it's well worth it, all things considered. Excellent construction. I mean, I didn't find any issues with the stitching. It's super comfortable, really nice soft padding. It's lightweight. They do a really good job of the cheek protectors right here with a raised up lip to give yourself a little bit more extra protection, good visibility. It looks nice. You do have the quick clip system. So you're essentially getting, in my opinion, the same head guard as the FG-2900, but for a fraction of the price at 140 US dollars. So I think that's a really good deal, especially if you're looking for this style of headgear. It's probably the closest thing I've used so far to the 2900. I'm really happy with this. So if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll put the link in the description box where you can find this Fortress Boxing cheek guard headgear. See you guys next time. Peace.